Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about seeds and how to plant them. Here's a wide variety of seeds. We've got bean, zinnia, tomato, marigolds, and lettuce. And each seed is a different size, which means each seed has to be planted at a certain depth. Lettuce seeds we'll plant at the end. We'll start with marigolds. We'll put the marigolds in this planter. We're going to plant multiple seeds in each planting container and hope that at least 2 come up. The seeds sometimes don't germinate. You don't want to be waiting on one seed, so always plant more. More is better. We're going to plant a couple in here, and we're going to space them out in the container like so. It's okay if they're close, that's fine. You can move them around. What you're hoping is that 1 seed comes up. If 2 comes up, great, you can separate it later or up pot it. And then we're going to put a 1/4 inch of dirt on top of there. So, like so. The other thing you want to make sure that you do is you water from the bottom. If I were to water on top, even though I've tamped the soil down a little bit, you could displace the seeds and the seeds will drop further and then they won't germinate. Don't forget to label. Many times I don't label, then I have no idea what I planted. This is a marigold. On the back tells me what type of marigold. And I get my seeds from all over the place. I get them from Cub Foods. I get them from the dollar store. I order them from magazines. Here's some of the different magazines I've ordered from. Love them all. I just pick up seeds. So you can pick up your seeds anywhere you want. What did we do? We did marigolds. Oh, next we'll do zinnias. Zinnias you're going to do the same way. We're going to put 4 seeds in 1 in each corner. Again, I do them for the different corners so that they're easier to separate later if they all germinate. I have a hard time killing plants or snipping them off, so I just separate them and continue. These type of seeds you can do that too. There's some seeds you can't. I won't be planting any type of melons or squash. They don't like their roots messed with, so I won't plant those. They also only take a couple weeks in the container, so those won't be planted till May. But these plants you can all get ready now. It's about 6 to 8 weeks here in Minnesota for the plants to get ready. Don't forget to label. So that was a zinnia. So I'll go ahead and stick my zinnia in there. Shove that off to the side. And next we'll do tomatoes. Tomato seeds. See? Little. But they still need to go in about 1/4 inch. So you take a few. And depending on how old the seed is, I'm going to put a couple in. Depending on how old your seed is, depends on the germination rate. Or some seeds just don't germinate well. Carrots, I have a hard time. Germination means when the plant turns into a seedling or grows in the dirt. And I just have a hard time with carrots. So when I plant carrots, I plant a lot of them. And then I just thin them out later. I can teach you how to do that. It's easy. Also, everything on a carrot is edible. So you can eat the top of a carrot. You can eat the carrot itself. So you go to the garden, you take your little scissors and you trim off the top and you'll be good to go. So there's my tomato seeds sprinkled in there. And then I'm going to top with about a 1/4 inch. Now, before I put the seeds in, I make sure that it's tamped down a little bit. So I make sure that the whole container is filled with dirt. You don't want to mash it down really hard, but at the same time, you don't want the seeds to fall further into the planter, or again, they might not germinate. And then label and lettuce seeds. So I've got lettuce, and see, this is a mix, so there's different types, but see how small they are? And carrots, same thing, very small. Carrots, to help them germinate, they come up between 10 and 14 days minimum. So you can put, I've heard a friend of mine told me about this, that you could put a board over it for 5 days to make sure they don't get, or 8 days to make sure they don't get displaced, and then take the board off when they start to germinate, and then they've got a little root hold on so the carrots aren't moving around in your bed. I'm just going to put a plastic bag over it, which hoping it'll do the same thing. So I'm going to use the overseed method, and what that is with the tomatoes and the zinnias and the marigolds, I just put a couple seeds in. With the lettuce, I'm going to take a lot of seeds and sprinkle them in the container like so. So obviously I don't want 100 lettuce plants coming up. And then I'm going to take the carrots and sprinkle those all around, and then I'm just going to lightly brush them in and then tamp them down like so. Again, obviously you don't want 11 or 100 lettuce seeds coming up, but what you can do is thin them out. You can eat lettuce at any point in time or any stage in the growth. So when they first come up, I can use it as baby lettuce and then let a couple just come up to full. And I'll show you how to do that. You can thin it out just like the carrots. And lettuce is edible, so more is better. I'm not waiting for a couple seeds to come up. I'm waiting for a whole bunch to come up. So if you have any questions, let me know. That's how you plant those several types. Again, I can't plant the beans right now, but if you were going to plant a bean seed, because I know it's hot in some places, you'd use the same method. You'd tamp down the dirt, but the seed of a bean seed is quite big. See, it's huge compared to the other ones. So you'd want to plant it maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches down. And again, I'd put 2 seeds in each hole. So I don't have any dirt ready, otherwise I'd show you. But same concept of all the other ones. Make sure the dirt's tamped down a little bit so it's not falling any further than you want it. Stick your finger in the hole. I'd maybe do the top of my finger and then place 2 seeds in there. You can thin them out by just, if both sprout, cut one off. Or, no, bean seeds don't like to be played with, I don't think. I'll have to do some research on that. But let me know. If you have any other questions or want to see more videos, let me know. Thanks. Have a great day.